Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene, and today we're going to be talking about something that is so important that people overlook. So important. So we're going to be talking about building credit. So I don't know what it is about credit, but so many people overlook the importance of credit. So I tell a story about how I had this outstanding bill, and at the time, which was years ago, I paid the bill no attention. And I don't know why I did that. I don't know what was I thinking. Why was I thinking like that? Why was my mindset set that way that I did not care about this payment? I knew it was tied to my credit, but at the time, which was years ago, I just didn't care. So I don't want anybody who is watching this video to ever be like this. You don't have to be a certain age to worry about your credit. You don't have to be a certain income bracket to worry about your credit. You don't have to be a celebrity to worry about your credit. You don't have to be, a boss. You can just be anyone. Everyone has a credit score, and everyone is going to need to make purchases. So your credit is going to be tied to you financially, and that's what you need to know, because a lot of people overlook it as if they won't need it, or as if it's not something that's tied to you. Your credit is tied to your social security number. So when you check your credit, you have to enter your social security number, your name, your address. Your credit is tied to a lot of your history. So your past jobs, your past places that you lived, your past accounts that you had. So this is all tied to your credit, whether you know it or not. And so once you start to learn about credit, you need to start to be serious about your credit and start to build your credit. Stop looking at your credit as just a 3-digit number, because that 3-digit number can help you so much in your life with your financial situation. So you want to build your credit. So how do you build your credit? So basically, what you want to do is to pay your bills that you have on time, because late payments, like this is a story that I continue to tell you. My payment was late and I ignored it. And those late payments can impact your credit score and also trigger late fees, and basically also give you penalties on your accounts and on your debt. So you want to pay your bills on time, because the lenders are going to use your credit score to decide if they're going to approve you for any more credit. So if you need more credit, then you're going to have to make sure that you are consistently building your credit and working on your credit. Another thing I want to tell you about building your credit: if you have a $1,000 credit card, you only need to spend 30%, less than 30%. I say no more than 25%, because when you spend 30% or more, this is what we call the utilization. So the utilization of your credit card is not supposed to be high. Your credit card utilization is supposed to stay below 30. So I actually will tell everyone that I discuss credit with to keep your credit utilization 25% or below, because once you go over a certain utilization, then your credit is going to decrease, because they're going to want to know, lenders that give you this credit are going to want to know, why are you spending so much of your credit? Because they don't give you the credit so you can just spend it all. They give you the credit so they can see how you are and how do you function with this credit that I'm giving you, because they don't want to give it to you just so you can use it all. And you don't want to use it all because you're going to be responsible for it and paying it, and you're going to have interest fees. And so that interest, you're not going to like to pay that interest on top of any purchase that you have made. So don't get close to your credit limits. Stay within 30% or lower. So you also want to work on establishing a long credit history. So you don't want to close accounts just because you're not using them. You want to make sure you think these things through strategically when you are thinking of opening or closing any credit that you want to use or any credit that you have currently open. So don't just close an account because you just are not using it, because that could be your longest credit card, and that will actually help you. The credit card that you had the longest will give you the longest credit history. So you don't want to just close it. You want to ask a credit professional, and you want to think about it strategically before you close or open any accounts that you may not be sure about. So this ties into the last thing that I want to tell you about your credit right now. Only apply for the credit that you need. So if you continuously apply for new credit, I see people, and what they do is they will apply for everything just because they want more credit and they want to see if the credit card companies and the lenders are going to give them and establish this credit for them. But if you do that, it looks like you're just opening too much too soon in one period of time. So you don't want to do that. You want to space it out. You want to open a credit card after you've had your last. You want to open a credit card after you've had your last credit card for some time. So you don't want to continuously open up credit, because that doesn't look too good on you in the credit that you are trying to establish. It makes you look like you're being greedy. So the lenders are going to say this person is being greedy, so we're not going to extend any credit to them, because why are they opening so much credit? For what? They don't believe that you need that much credit. And so it can trigger a lot of inquiries, and you also don't need that. So I want to tell you, if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe now, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to comment and let me know what your credit situation is. Are you working on your credit? Do you have great credit? Do you need to fix your credit? Let me know in the comments what you think when the term credit repair comes up. How do you feel about that?